Most of you know I've been doing this work for a very long time now. And whilst there's a lot of people out there in the online space talking about all these different things you can do to experience peace, calm, joy, and better health in your life, the reality is we can create a whole lot of new buzzwords and terms, but nothing has changed in the 15 years that I've been doing this work. This is the thing that keeps cock-blocking you from experiencing what you want in this life. It's the addiction to the struggle and the belief that if you don't have problems to solve, then your life lacks purpose. Let me say that again. It is your addiction to the struggle and the belief that if you don't have problems to solve, your life lacks purpose. We have become so addicted to problems that aren't even problems. And everyone that I work with who catapults in quantum leaps from where they are now to where they are wanting to go has to stop seeing where they are right now as the problem. Because where you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be. And where you are right now is the direct culmination of everything that you've been doing up until this point to put you in this current position. We like to blame everyone else, but if you were to sit and unpack your own psyche, beliefs, unconscious programs, which you actually can't do yourself, you need someone to do that for you, and your emotional state, you will find that the reason that you constantly fall short of what you truly desire is because 1, you don't believe you can have it. 2, you judge where you're at right now. 3, you have an inability to accept where you're at right now. And 4, you're addicted to making it hard for yourself. There is, in the nervous system of every person I work with who wants to expand their reality, an unconscious block to having what they want. So when there is an unconscious block to having what you want, money, success, love, connection, health, you will continually live from the place of this has to be hard, it has to be a struggle in order for me to be worthy of it or in order for me to receive it. And so instead of being able to have the life that you want right now and honor and accept your current reality, you keep future pacing, or even worse, being so afraid of experiencing what you have in the past that you remain in this spiral of current reality struggle. Because you can't even live from the place of your future vision. You are not able to hold the capacity to imagine how life gets to be. It's like, oh my God, no, that doesn't feel comfortable. Like if I say to my clients, I want you just to notice what happens in your body when you feel into your future, the future that you are apparently working towards. Most people can't even see it. And the idea of having it brings up such fear, panic, and anxiety that they say to themselves, oh, no, that doesn't feel safe. I was that person. The idea of being in a relationship, being married, being settled down, scared the shit out of me because I thought it would take away my freedom. How wrong was I? I have more expansion, more growth, more opportunity in a relationship than I do out of one. But I had to work on the nervous system, the unconscious nervous system that was telling me that it wasn't safe to be in a relationship. It's the same with money. You know, if you've had money stories embedded in you from years ago, you're not going to feel safe to allow more money into your life because you can hear the program in the unconscious fear. What if it gets taken away? I have worked with clients who have programs from their childhood where they saw their parents have a lot of money and then they lost it all. So of course their program is, it's not safe to have money. So why on earth would I be able to hold money now? And then when I get you to experience having the money and the abundance in the future, oh no, I can't have it because it will get taken away. And so that brings me back to the piece I mentioned at the beginning of the video. You struggle constantly. You put yourself, if I'm not trying to control the outcome, if I don't force the outcome, if I'm not keeping myself in this paradigm of fear and struggle, how will I get what I want? It takes a big leap in the nervous system and the unconscious programming to actually get to where you want to be. And you've got to operate from what you want now. You don't wait. You don't say, I'll get those things, then I'll feel good. I'll have that relationship, then my life will feel good. I'll attract that money, and then everything will feel amazing. That is why you keep cock-blocking the experience, because you've got to hold it now. Be in it now. Live from it now. That is the big leap. And the only way you can do that and anyone tells you otherwise is freaking lying to you, is you've got to clear the unconscious programs, you've got to shift the limiting beliefs, and then you've got to get your nervous system on board. Like, you can go and do a whole lot of breath work, but if your beliefs don't catch up to that emotional release, good luck. You can do all the blimmin' belief work you like, but if your nervous system is still holding on to a need for control out of fear because it's still wired to the past, then good luck. It takes that multifaceted working on the beliefs, working on the mindset, working on the nervous system. That's what I do, right? That's why people just go from being stuck to finally getting what they want. That's how I went from bloody being single for God knows how many years to finally going, oh, hang on a minute. I've got to live from the place right now as if the relationship was already here. And the moment I started doing that and talking about it as if it had already happened, that's the moment my reality changed. I started to, oh, he's near. Oh, it's coming. Oh, I can't wait. My life is good. Making the most of the present moment whilst living in anticipation of what is to come. Because your present moment is your absolute gift. So clear the past, envisage the future, live from the present. That is your gift, your gold. Mwah. Lovely to see those of you who have been watching these videos. Share them, like them. I'm done with the 30 seconds. I love to do content that actually teaches you something, gives you some inspiration. If you like this video, please remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, to like and subscribe and share with those that you love. And I'll see you in the next experience. Drop in the comments what you'd love to hear me talk about, because I've been doing this work for so long now. I can share so many gems. I'll talk to you later.